Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. So we got the new update. In Monster Strike, we're going to get version 8.0. So let's have a look. Ooh. Awesome. Yeah, that is a lot better than the old splash screen, I guess you would call it. The last one was just the one monster, Lucas, the global exclusive character. And yeah, I thought that didn't really play to the strengths of Monster Strike. The two things that I think are great that differentiate Monster Strike from any other game is the very simple and yet deep gameplay. And then the other is the great monster character art. And yeah, if you look at any of the JP promotional stuff, it's all very monster centric. It really emphasizes the nice artwork, the colors, the aesthetic, all that. So this is a real good step in the right direction, I think. And then yeah, if you look down there in the corner, you see my player ID. You can go ahead and give me a friend request if you like. I think my list is getting a little bit full, but I'll work on getting rid of the people that I haven't played in a while. So, all right, let's have a look inside. And yeah, I should say that this is 8.0 for us, but all of the content of this update is actually from the JP 7.0 and 8.0. So that's two very big updates that we're getting in one, so pretty great. All right, let's go to the home screen. And yeah, a new home screen. I'm a big fan of this. I didn't like the look of the last UI, actually. It was very gray and colorless and flat and boring. But this is much more lively, I think. And then it also matches kind of the fun, youthful look of all of the monster art as well. So I think good for them there. And yeah, we get nice big character artwork here in the center. Before there were these two stick things that would cut off the monster art. But here we can have a good look. And then yeah, if we tap on the character, we can get the name and the stats there, so that's pretty cool. And then, yeah, I guess we'll start from the top. We'll hit my rank here. And then this is all pretty much the same, except for this first friend thing. I'm actually not too sure how this works, so I'll do some research on that maybe. Looks like my highest tower floor was reset, so I'm looking forward to next time that comes around. And then here we have max luck bonuses. Let's go into here. And then, yeah, this video is going to be sort of an overview of all of the features, but for certain things I'll do separate videos where I kind of drill down and get into the specifics. Max luck bonuses I'm not going to get into, so I'll talk about that real quick right now. So yeah, the more max lucks you get, the more stuff you unlock. And then you can get orbs or new abilities or monsters. And for pretty much everybody, I would recommend that they make 5 max lucks. That will unlock the Light Murasame here, and yeah, she's a really good character by herself. And then getting 5 max lucks, that also opens up the Colossal Quest to you, and that is the highest level of difficulty, so that's pretty good to go after. If you wanted to go beyond 5, I would next recommend 30, big jump, but I would recommend 30 so you can get your drop of Hakua. And Hakua is a very strong monster to have. Useful in lots of different places, and it's also very difficult to get her. So for a lot of people, it's going to be easier just to make the 30 max lucks to get Hakua, rather than go through that long process of getting one the other way. And then if you wanted to go beyond 30, and I would say this is for experts only, that would be to get 65. With 60 and 65, you unlock all of the available skills. Anything above 65 is just an improvement on the skills that you already have. So if you're interested in just seeing everything, then 65 is all you need. Quote unquote, all you need. Alrighty. So let's go back to the home screen. And then, yeah, this is real nice. We got the event schedule on the front page. Before you had to hit the solo button, and then, what else was it? Hit solo button, then you hit like events, and then you can see the event schedule button up in the corner. Then you hit that and you finally get here. but here we can go here immediately. And yeah, bigger artwork on these event schedules, so that's pretty cool. And what else we got here? New missions, so we can get lots of new orbs this way. And then I guess we'll look at quests next. Trials, these are all new. These will replace the old trials. And yeah, the one thing that I want to say in the beginning is that all of the bonus stages, they give you lots and lots of experience. So you absolutely want to bring a character with a Genius Ableberry to those bonus stages. And then later on, I'll make another video about which trials are the best for raising your rank, and then which monsters to use and that kind of thing. Next is the temple. I think this is pretty much the same. We see the dinosaur footprint on it, which means some kind of special promotion. And sure enough, it's a half stamina, so that's good to know. And then here, this is the library. This is a new feature of the update. And then what this is a bunch of old quests that are, some are old, some are new. A bunch of quests that are always available. So this can be really useful for getting Ascension materials. In my case, I've needed an Inari for the last 3 months, but it never appeared. So finally I'll be able to play it and then ascend my Smopel. And then do my Kushinada homing team run. And then this is also useful if you wanted to make max looks of characters. And then in another separate video, I'll make a kind of a list of recommended monsters to make max looks of from this list. And then I also did some poking around, and then I realized that all of the 6-star monsters in here, they get that new ability where if you make 2 max looks of them and then fuse them together, you can get the Badge of Honor so that they can use Ableberries. So yeah, all of the 6 stars that I looked at, they have this ability. I also checked monsters that are not in this library, and they cannot get the Ableberry. So what it might be moving forward is that all monsters added to the library will also get the Ableberry ability. So we'll keep an eye on that, see how that goes. And then also in that video about the recommended max lux to make from the library, I'll also talk about which max lux that are worth making 2 of to get the Ableberry. So yeah, I look forward to that. Next we got vouchers, that's the same I think, and then events, mostly the same, except at the bottom here we got some new ones. I think this is a money one, this is available all the time. And then this is one where you get XPs, I guess, so. Oh, and then the Dragon Gem quests, these are kind of renewed, they cost less stamina, which is nice. And then the content may be different as well, and they may be easier, I'll have to have a look and then see how that is. And then that does it for, oh no. Up here we have no stamina quests. We can play one of these for free every day. And this is nice for beginners especially that don't have a lot of stamina. Alrighty, so I think that'll do it for quests. We'll go to the monster box area. And then here's the edit team screen. And then one thing that I was very happy to see was this kind of at the bottom here, we see this the row of circles. And that tells us where we are in where we are editing our teams. In the previous UI, it was very kind of dark and low contrast, so it was kind of hard to tell where you were in your teams. But here, this will work. And then up here, we got the friend list slot. And then here, you put the monster that your friends are going to see and use. And so you don't need to use the first slot of your first team anymore. You can just put the single character here. And then you also get to use this character when you're playing solo. And this can be really helpful when you're playing the Temple of Champions, Tower of Champions, so that'll be very useful. Alright, let's see what else we got. There was a feature here that is move monsters. I already did it, so it's not here anymore. But what it is that I go here to the material box, and I can see all my fusion and ascension materials, or fusion materials in here. And that takes it out of my main box. So that frees up a lot of space in my main box. And let's look at that and see how much space I got. And yeah, I used to have 1,200 monsters in my main box. It's now down to 800. So I have lots of free space for all of my monsters that I use during quests. So that's pretty great. And then up here I have a search field. So I can just type in whatever and then get some results. Who else is there? Mundus, yep. Let's put a random word in here and see what we get. Oh, king, alright. Got the more... What's his name? Mormite king, hunter king. Very cool, alright. And then here, this is the medals. This is a kind of a new system for this update. And this is pretty cool. If you beat certain missions or you fulfill other conditions, then you get medals. And then you can turn in these medals for various things. The first thing here, this is a +2 chests. We can use this so that we get more chests at the end of a mission. And this can be good for impossible missions where the drop rate is pretty low. The thing about that, though, is that if you lose the impossible mission, you cannot continue, and so you lose the medals that you used for the chests here. So that's something to keep in mind. Next is the 100% gauge shot. If you know me, you know I'm very happy about this. This is going to be especially helpful for Recovery S characters that have a very fast gauge that's difficult to use. Next is the plus 10,000 hit points. This will be really good for quests that you absolutely must win. So like a Light Murasame, which you use a very valuable voucher to play. That can be good there. The phase start 10% damage. This acts a little bit like Cutthroat, the Ableberry Cutthroat. But it works on both the boss and little guys, and it works on pre-boss stages. So it can be more effective than Cutthroat in certain situations. And then there are two very super specific situations where it works very well. One is in Bishamonten. If you use Kushinada in Bishamonten, her base strength is not high enough to one-punch the anti-pierce guys. You could fix this by either getting an Ableberry on one of your other monsters to raise Kushinada's attack, or you can use this phase start 10% damage thing, and then that will bring the anti-pierce guys' HP low enough that Kushinada can one-punch them. So that's pretty great for that. The other special case is floor 33 of the Tower of Champions. The third stage, where you need to hit all of the anti-bounce guys twice. If you use this item, Cherry Winger will be able to one-punch all of the anti-bounce guys. So that's another super specific situation where that is useful. Next is the phase start heart spawn. This will give you a small heart at the beginning of every stage. And this is good in the same way that the plus 10,000 hit points is good. I would recommend this for quests you absolutely must win. And then finally we've got a special item for Avalon where you turn on Guide. And this can be pretty useful since you need to be very precise for that quest. And then those are items that you can buy with medals. And there are also going to be certain monsters that you can unlock with medals. The first one being Olive here. And yeah, she's pretty strong. I'll talk about her in a specific video, like a monster review video. 20,000 per Olive, and then you can make the max luck of her. If my math is right, you're going to need 2 million medals, which is a ton. But we do have a time limit of over a year to do it. So it probably shouldn't be that hard of a pace to make the max luck of Olive. I may or may not go for it. It is a lot of work, so we'll see. Let's see what else we got. So that was medals. Monster box is the same. We already looked at material box, catalyst, monsterpedia. Okay, great. Shop is the same, I think. Hatchers. The friend hatcher gets its own little area back. And then the regular hatchers, they lose their ability to look at the characters that you're rolling for. Which I think is too bad, but something that we'll probably see in a later update. Friends list is pretty much the same, and then options are pretty much the same. So yeah, I think that is my going to be my quick look at the new look and the new features for version 8.0. And I'm going to do more videos about certain specific aspects of the update that I think people should know. Alrighty, thanks for watching. We'll see you again. Take care.